Welcome back, guys. Today we'll be talking about one of the most coveted stocks in the NASDAQ 100. It's none other than Apple stock. We're going to talk about why Apple has had such a big movement up and whether or not Apple will continue to rise to record valuations. So let's get started. So, as you can see today, Apple was mainly flat. On the 1 month chart, you can see Apple has blossomed up 16%, which is a lot of money because the market cap of Tesla is already near 2 trillion. So when you add 16% in 1 month to the biggest market cap company in the world, it's a pretty big deal. On the 3 month chart, we can see it's well above 50%. 1 year is 126%, and 5 year is around 300%. So this is just incredible growth from Apple stock. Honestly, I did not expect such insane growth from Apple. I honestly thought in 2018 that, yeah, this is the high. It can't go any higher. They can't innovate fast enough. But I was wrong. They have branched out to many segments, including services, AirPods, things like that. So to put into perspective how big Apple is, if all five of their product lines were to be all separate companies, they would all be top 300 listed companies in the S&P. So for example, their iPhone sales alone make them a $30 billion market cap company. Sorry, I meant $300 billion market cap company. The AirPods itself has had $10 billion of profit. Their Macs and computers itself produce another 20 to 30 billion dollars in revenue and things of that sort. Their services, they make tons of commission off of that, and it's their second leading revenue source. So it's quite incredible how Apple has turned itself from a phone company to a multi-platform company. So let's talk about why we see such a big run in the past month or so, and whether or not stock splitting of Apple will increase or decrease the price. So there are three main pieces of news which has launched Apple to the absolute moon in the past 1 month. First is that they are trying to partner up with some fitness brands and some stocks which promote staying at home economies and doing workouts at home. So people believe this is a direct attack on Peloton and Nike because Apple is reportedly working to offer virtual fitness workshops that would put it in direct competition of online classes by Nike and Peloton. And these online classes make a lot of revenue for both of these companies. The effort or the name of the group is called Simore and would offer a variety of workout classes that would include aerobics, yoga, classmatics, and even kettlebells. But the equipment and the services are around 30 to 35% more expensive than Peloton and Nike. But we know Apple always has a loyal fan base, and I will not be surprised if this is another success. But I believe Apple may be expanding beyond its capabilities, especially in fitness, where it has little experience in comparison to Nike or Peloton. Now, let's talk about the next piece of news. So, the second piece of news that Apple has had is that Apple has inked a film and TV deal with famous Hollywood director Martin Scorsese. So, this is one of the first deals that Apple TV Plus has signed. And since he's a really reputable director, it does foresee that Apple TV Plus will be a major player in the streaming war with Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus. So I believe that this is a little bit less of a news, but it does not take Apple over the top of any of these companies, including Amazon, Disney, or Netflix. They have to do something unique which other providers don't have. For example, Disney Plus has all Disney content which most of Netflix or Amazon or Roku does not have. And Netflix has Netflix only shows which you can only watch on Netflix, which are very interesting and which people like a lot. because Netflix spends a lot of time and money into that. So now let's discuss the 4-to-1 stock split and whether or not I will be buying Apple stock at its current valuation. So if you look at basic financial metrics for Apple stock, we can see that Apple is kind of hitting, high valuations in terms of market cap and PE ratio. For such a big market cap company like Apple, like $2 trillion Apple market cap, I expect the PE ratio to be a little bit less because room of growth is limited now with such a high market cap. There's only a small amount of things that Apple can do, which can make Apple stocks soar even higher because at current valuations, they have changed nothing almost in the past, I would say like 3 months. So you just added $700 billion of market cap and you haven't changed much. Quite questionable, And yeah, they have a dividend yield of 0.69. It's not the greatest, it's not the best in tech. Microsoft has a 1.01 dividend yield right now. But let's talk about the 4-to-1 split and earnings. So they had great earnings in quarter three. They just absolutely crushed it by over 20%. So as you see here, I did buy and sell Apple shares, but on my big account, I do have Apple shares. So I have around 5 Apple shares, which I bought around $200 a share. So this was not even here. This was way back. I'm really happy I held on to those shares because now it's worth a lot. It's worth $460. I'm happy I can be in this position. I won't be adding to Apple until the price does go below $400, at least that, because I understand the split's coming. And if it's under $100 per share after the split, I'll consider it. If it's below 400 before the split, I'll consider it as well. But for me, I think Apple, if you're a very long term investor, Apple is a good buy regardless. If you're holding Apple for 5 plus years, yeah, you can buy anytime. And probably in 5 years, if Apple is doing well like you expected and many others, you will get a decent return. But if you're trying to pick the pocket, try to time the market, which I do not recommend always doing. I think Apple is kind of gotten out of hand. So you see here in March lows, it was $2. $220. So it's already gone up more than 2.1x. So I'm gonna leave it to you, but I am invested in Apple. I do recommend it if you are not in tech. But there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoy this video. Have a good day.